Hey, how's it going, YouTube? It's MattyIce's the Stone Family, bringing you into another video. And today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. I've seen it on other people's channels before, and I've never done one. People come in a lot, ask me about favorite Pokemon, favorite this, favorite that. So I'm gonna do 3 videos, starting with this one first, and every Friday from this one till we finish the 3 videos, I'm gonna do a top 20 list. Now we're starting with this one first because I want this to lead to something. We're gonna do something with this list in particular, and we're gonna talk about our top 20 favorite shinies of Pokemon. But before we get into it, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because you're gonna be in for a whirlwind if you subscribe with what we've got going on. But we're gonna jump straight into it, and I will explain what it's gonna lead to at the end of the video. None of this is scripted. This is straight off cuff. I'm going to basically talk about every Pokemon as I list them, and basically as I list them, we'll talk about why I like the shiny. We might spend more time on one Pokemon than we do another. Who knows? But here we go. We will start from the bottom of the list and work our way up. Number 20 in our top 20 favorite shinies list is shiny Umbreon. Shiny Umbreon is absolutely beautiful. It keeps the black on itself, and then it turns the white or the yellow into blue. I think the blue on the black Umbreon makes for a beautiful shiny. I've never actually gotten this shiny in any game before, so I think it would be an amazing thing to get. Shiny Umbreon is definitely my favorite shiny evolution. I don't know which evolution would follow that. Probably Sylveon. But I just love how the colors play off each other and how it makes it stand out more. So, I mean, like I said, I don't know how much time we're going to spend on every Pokemon. I'm just going to say whatever comes to my mind when we get to that Pokemon. So we're going to jump into number 19 here. Araados. Araados is not a Pokemon you hear in a lot of people's favorite Pokemon, regardless of shiny or not shiny, but I think that the shiny for Araados is beautiful. It is a bright pink shiny, if I'm not mistaken. Let me correct myself. Let me make sure I'm not dumb. As I said, I'm doing this off the cuff, just having fun with it. Yeah, bright pink, bright purple, whatever you want to call it, with the blue accents on the back of the legs and on the back things that are sticking out. So I was right. It's a beautiful shiny. It's a bug type, so I gotta love the bug types. Second favorite typing. I think Araados is an amazing shiny that doesn't get the respect that it deserves. And jumping into the next Pokemon, we've got Bisharp sitting at number 18. Bisharp is a beautiful blue, like royal dark blue shiny. I love it. From the red I don't really care for. The blue is amazing though. The shiny for Bisharp makes it stand out. Another shiny that I don't have. I've never gotten shiny Araados either, so all 3 of these are shinies that I don't have as of this moment. So it'd be very cool to get that blue shiny from Bisharp and to be able to say I finally got it, and it's Dark Steel type. I don't know if that's the greatest typing in the world, 4 times weak to fighting, but the shiny itself is just so beautiful. You look at it and you smile, that's how it makes me feel. And then the next shiny we have, and I want to make sure I've got this right because it's one in particular. Yeah, okay. The next shiny we have is shiny Latios with the mint green. I couldn't remember. I wrote it down. I wrote Latios down, and then I was questioning it as I was about to say it. I was like, oh, that doesn't seem right. I think that might be the yellow one. No, it's the mint green one. This is the mint green one. I love the mint green. It reminds me of I look at Latios and I kind of taste toothpaste, and I know that sounds weird, but it's a when after you brush your teeth, you feel refreshed. I look at Latios as shiny, and I feel refreshed. It's just it's refreshing. The triangle on its belly turns kind of orange. I like that too. The slight change in that color as well. the only shiny I've ever gotten as a legend is Mewtwo. So I don't have this shiny either. So we're 4 for 4 on shinies on this list that I do not have. And then the Dragon Psychic type is amazing. Also, we're using this in my playthrough with my wife right now for the Love Lock. So definitely a good Pokemon. Wish it could have been shiny in the Love Lock. That would have been awesome. And then we jump to number 16. We're looking at Sandaconda. And if I'm, again, a white shiny, I think it's a beautiful shiny that deserves more respect than it gets. I think people sleep on this shiny a lot. They don't. It's gray and white. White shinies are awesome in my opinion. Obviously, I think the main color is usually white, so the main change is the gray, but it's still, to me, a white shiny. You can call it gray shiny, whichever way you want to go with it. But I think it stands out. The change is really cool. It makes it kind of gives it like a gray sand feel to it and makes it kind of stand out more. And once again, another shiny I do not have. So we are 5 for 5 on the list so far. Shinies I do not have. But I think this is a beautiful created shiny. The gray really stands out on top of the white, and I think it's a beautiful. As much as I'm not a huge fan of snakes in real life, this is a beautiful snake. I gotta give it credit where it's due. And then this one I definitely don't have to look up. We're gonna move on to number 15 now. This one I don't have to look up at all. Venomoth is a bright blue, beautiful bug boy. He is amazing. I'm gonna pull it up just because I want to look at it, guys. I'm pulling them up as I say them, but that beautiful blue, oh, it's so good. Amazing shiny right there. It stands out amongst, like, when in Let's Go, if you had a Venomoth behind you, just walking behind you chilling, that it would stand out. It would pop off the screen. You would see the shiny Venomoth. I don't believe I've got a shiny Venomoth either, so we're definitely sitting at not looking good for my favorite shinies. I mean, they're my favorite shinies, but I've never found them, so that says quite a bit. But I think the blue fits Venomoth perfectly with the white body that it has. It really makes the shiny sparkle. No pun intended there, but it makes it pop a little bit, and I think it's a beautiful shiny. Next up at number 14, we have shiny Snowrun, which is another blue shiny. I like the blue, I guess. But this is a blue shiny. Also, Snowrun is close to my heart regardless. Glalie is my favorite Pokemon. Snowrun comes from Glalie, evolves from Glalie. Or Snowrun evolves into Glalie. And Glalie shiny isn't that great. All that really changes is his eyes. But Snowrun's shiny really pops with the blue accent, or the blue body. It makes it really look amazing. Wonderful, wonderful shiny. I think we've hunted it before on the channel. I've got shiny Snowrun. However, I think I've evolved it every time I've got it. So we don't have a shiny Snowrun just being a Snowrun. We've always evolved it into a Glalie. Even though I like shiny Snowrun, I always evolve my shiny Snowrun into Glalie for some reason. Could be my love for Glalie, but we've found Snowrun before, and it would be amazing, to have a Snowrun stay a Snowrun, I think. And then we jump to number 13, and this is going to be an interesting one because of something later on, honestly. Something later on. But this is shiny Avalon. The yellow, I think, really makes it stand out a little bit more. It's got the green on the legs, but the yellow ear things, it makes it pop. It makes it just, it stands out to you. You see that yellow, and the coffee table just looks like a coffee table you would want. I think the shiny Avalon is really cool. Very underestimated. A lot of my shinies that I like are probably not shinies that a lot of other people like. However, I find something about shinies that either don't change too much. I mean, you can tell the difference, or shinies that are maybe like slight changes, like the yellow on the ear and the purple turning green on Avalon. It's not vast major differences like Greninja turning black, I think these slight changes makes a shiny really, really amazing, and that's what we got with Avalon here. The next one we have up on the list, which is number 12, is shiny Metagross. Now this is definitely on everyone's list. It's not even in my top 10 though, but it's definitely on everyone's list. Shiny Metagross sitting at number 12 for me. The silver, the gold on silver, gold on a shiny is amazing. Most of the time I would say that. And then turning his body silver, which this shiny is the exact opposite of what I said before. Everything changes on this shiny except for his eyes. But I think the gold on silver makes it look really, really crisp and really, really clean. And this is another shiny that I don't have. So far, only the Snowrun is the shiny on the list that I've gotten before. So I would really, I think it would be really, really cool to find a shiny Metagross and to have the golden Professor Xavier on the team once and for all. And next up on the list, we have number 11, rounding out our lower 10 here. We have Meow Stick, and specifically, we have Meow Stick Male. Not the female one. The female one is nice, but it's not got enough yellow. I don't know. I feel like the fur being yellow on the female, I'm actually flipping back and forth. The fur being yellow and it being a white shiny more than a yellow shiny, I'm not a big fan of it. I like where all of the color changes for Meow Stick and becomes yellow. Yellow shinies are cool in my opinion. I've got a couple of yellow shinies on the list, I think. Especially Avalon a couple of picks ago. But this is definitely a good shiny in my opinion. Meow Stick is very beautiful to begin with the blue and the green eyes, and now it's got blue and green eyes with a yellow body, and I think it just it pops. You see it and you're like, ooh, that's a shiny, that's pretty, I like that. So that's why Meow Stick sits here. And then we're going to hop into the top 10, and like I said, I'm clicking on the shinies just to look at them as we go through, but this is my favorite shiny starter. We're going to be talking about my favorite shiny starter, and he is in the top 10 of our favorite shiny Pokemon overall. For Alligator, guys, for Alligator. I'm not a big water type guy. I'm not. I mean, favorite Pokemon, you won't see a lot of water types on the list, I don't think. Favorite, anything, water's just kind of middle of the road for me. But for Alligator, shiny is beautiful. The mint green, and we're back to the mint green like Latios here. But the mint green, it's refreshing. And then the blue accent of the, what are those called? The fins on the back of his head or whatever they're called, the spikes. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very well done, and it stands out. It makes you look at it, and you're like, oh, that is a pretty Pokemon. Even though he's a freaking alligator that's going to bite your head off, he's still a pretty Pokemon, and you gotta like that, I love it, so I'm happy to have him here on the list. And then, this is where things get interesting with the Avalon, because we're going to go with Hisuian Avalon here. So we've got both Avalon in the top 20 of my favorite shinies. I think the orange on his face is just, it's immaculate, And then the slight change on the orange on his legs, that change to like an almost yellowish tint. And it kind of makes you think like he's, I feel like this Avalon's a little bit older. It's kind of, life's got him down or whatever. I don't know. That's what I see when I look at it, but the orange on the face definitely gets me. I love it. His ears kind of grew from what regular Avalon has, and instead of going yellow, they went orange with this, and I think the orange really stands out. I've said it with the other ones, it really pops at you. You see it, and you're like, ooh, that's a beautiful color on that right there. It goes from gray to orange. I think it really pops. It makes the blue outline on it pop. So very, very good shiny right there. And then next up we have shiny Empedemp, which I'm trying to find him in the Pokedex. I don't know where he's at in the Pokedex, guys. But he is an amazing shiny with the, it's not a mint color in a way, not as light as for Alligator or or Latios, like, but it's still got that minty vibe to it, if that makes sense. And then the gray around his eyes and his tongue turning gray, I think it really accents each other really well. Like the gray sits on the I guess you could call it turquoise or cyan. It sits on that color really, really well, just as well as the purple on the pink does. You know, that's why Empedemp is one of my favorite Pokemon. Spoiler alert. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite shinies here. It sits so beautifully. And then next we're gonna jump into Hoenn here. We're gonna talk about a Pokemon that I don't think gets enough love for its shiny. This Pokemon is such a good shiny, and I know how people feel about green shinies, but Masquerade has one of the best green shinies in the game, in my opinion. It just sits well with it. The lime green with the yellow green, and the body changing kind of looks like a floating like Caterpie almost. I like it. It looks really cool to me. I love this shiny so much. And actually, we're sitting at number 7, and only 2 Pokemon on the list so far I've gotten a shiny of. Empedemp and the Snowrun, and neither one of them are still an Empedemp and a Snowrun. So technically speaking, we don't have any of these shinies so far. But I would love to have a shiny Masquerade on the team. It is a very beautiful green shiny, and I think it's very underestimated. People look at it and they don't think that its shiny is good, and that might not be true. That's how I feel that people look at it and see it. I love this shiny though. And then next up, the last Pokemon before the top 5, we've got Dialga sitting at number 6, and I'm noticing a trend as I'm looking at the Pokemon themselves here. This has kind of got that mint green tint to it as well, so maybe it's something about the green the mint colors that I like about these Pokemon, but it's kind of got that mint green coloring to it as well. It's a beautiful shiny. My favorite shiny legendary right here, guys. Dialga is just, it's immaculate. It's beautiful. When he's standing up there with that mint green, you're just like, yes, that is a shiny. That is what a shiny is supposed to represent. And it's got like 2 different colored greens on it. Kind of like Masquerade here with the lime green on it, and then a darker like tone green as the skin. I love shiny Dialga and the way it looks, and I'm just now looking at shiny, spoiler alert right here, so 3, 2, 1, walk away if you don't want to hear it, but shiny Primal Dialga, or whatever it's called, Origin Form Dialga, is awful. So we're definitely going to say regular Dialga for this one, regular Dialga. We're not gonna worry about the origin form there. But then our next shiny, and I don't even have to look this one up. Like everyone knows, purple is my favorite color. Pupitar is all purple. Purple Pupitar is amazing. Purple, the tiny Pupitar, is amazing. I love this shiny with everything I have in me. That is why he is in my top 5. I love this shiny so much. Purple Pupitar is just immaculate. You see it goes from the gray, and then the purple pops up. It's a dark royal purple, and it just pops. You know that's a shiny. You see it, and it's just like, oh, that's such a good shiny. How can it not be? And then next up at number 4, we're just going through this, guys. Like I said, I don't know how much time we're going to spend on each one. I'm not sitting here with the script. I know a lot of other people do, but I'm not. We're jumping into number 4 right now, Shiny Sandslash. And the reason this is so far up on the list, I know a lot of people are going to be like, Sandslash? Sandslash to me is amazing. The red on the back, and then his body goes kind of like a tan, like a sand color. I think it's amazing. He's more sand looking as his shiny form as far as like his body goes. And then his spikes remind me of Super Saiyan 4 from Dragon Ball Z, which is one of the main reasons I love this shiny. Every time I've gotten a shiny, this is a shiny we have. This is a shiny we actually have. I think it's the only shiny so far on the list that we've actually gotten already. And I think it'd be cool to get another one, but we got a female one. We named it Super Saiyan 4 Pan, which Pan actually never gets a Super Saiyan 4 form in Dragon Ball Z, but I think that's what it reminds me of, is the Super Saiyan 4 forms from Dragon Ball Z, and I love Dragon Ball Z, so putting the two together makes this a really good shiny for me. And I love red. The red on the back makes it look like he basically like he rolled up into a ball, ran over somebody, and now he's just dripping with you know what. And then next up, we've got number 3, and this is actually a new Pokemon here. We've got shiny female. It's specific on this one as well. Female Basculegion. The gold on the green. Now, I know I just said with Pupitar, purple is my favorite color, so you're probably going, well, Matt, why isn't the male version your favorite? It's got the purple. I like the purple one. The purple one's good. The gold on the green just pops. You look at it and you're like, oh, that is such a good Pokemon. It is so adorable. When you get the Basculegion in the game, I was like, oh, can't this be gold? I would love to ride around on a gold Basculegion. Gold just makes you think of royalty, which makes you think that it means a lot. So Basculegion female sits at number 3 for us for that reason. Next up, we have number 2 on our list, and this is Frostmoth. Frostmoth does not change very much at all. Really, all that changes on this thing is its eyes. Its eyes go from blue to green, and I think it is definitely a good change to have for this Pokemon. It is a beautiful shiny. I cannot find it on the list to look it up to verify that I am correct or anything like that. But it is definitely a good shiny. Changing from the blue to the green, I believe they actually switched locations. Like the blue on its eyes switch with the green that are originally on its eyes as well, which makes for a really good shiny that doesn't change too much. It's just little accents, and I'm wrong about that. There is no blue in it. It turns pink, where the green is turns pink and the blue turns green. Okay, I like that a little bit more even now. Like looking at it, and I'm like, because I always imagined it, I guess, as being like green on blue, and it's actually green on pink, which is really, really cool. And then the color tone of the whole body kind of gets like a yellow tone to it. It kind of gets, it's kind of more like a yellow off-white instead of a pure white, which I think really helps the shiny pop with the green eyes. And the gem in the middle, it changes as well from blue to green. I think it's a very, very good Pokemon. And I love this Pokemon. I kind of like it even more, because like I said, in my mind, I always remembered it being green with blue underneath the green. And it's green with pink underneath. I'm glad I looked that up to verify that. But our last Pokemon on the list, our number 1 shiny in our top 20 favorite shinies, is a brand new Pokemon. I've caught this shiny. So there's only 2 shinies on the list that we've actually caught, which is Sandslash and this next Pokemon. I caught this Pokemon as soon as I saw the outbreak in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I had to go for it. We're talking about Shiny Overquill, and we named him Bloat in our playthrough. Shiny Overquill is amazing. The purple at the end representing the poison, and poison is my top 3 of favorite typings. But the poison at the end, and then it gets light purple right underneath it, and then it just turns gray / silver, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it gray, but I think it's a beautiful, beautiful color on this Overquill. Already have this shiny. I love using it in my playthrough. Every time that I need a Pokemon to just come out and demolish something, I'm like, go Overquill. Beautiful shiny. I'm glad I already have one, and hopefully can get another one eventually. But that leads us to the surprise part. We've gone over all top 20 favorite Pokemon of Matty Ice. The surprise part is starting. I want to give a date. I do want to give a date on this. So let's give a date. No script, just looking it up right now. Starting February 20th. All of our shiny hunting streams will consist of going for these 20 Pokemon. We will not be searching for anything else until all 20 of these are found. And we're going to be doing a bunch of different methods. Umbreon's going to be bred. Araados, we got to go underground. Latios, I'm just giving different examples of what we're going to be doing, is Dynamax Adventures. Venomoth is in Let's Go. We've got Outbreaks from Legends Arceus, and we've got Shiny Resetting from BDSP, and a possible Swarm with Masquerade if we can get the right day on that. So there we go. Yeah, we got a bunch of different methods we're going to be doing. We're going to be going for all 20 of these Pokemon in a row. I'm going to go ahead and make a layout for them, put them on the bottom of the layout, all side by side, put the numbers underneath them, and hopefully we can get all 20. We'll see how long it takes. No matter how long it takes, these will be the next 20 shiny hunts that we go for. A new game comes out, we're still going to continue this. You know, we're going to get these 20 as our next 20 Pokemon for shiny hunting starting February 20th. So I hope you all look forward to that. Hope you all have enjoyed this video. And I'm looking forward to being able to shiny hunt all of these Pokemon. And like I said, only 2 of them we technically have as their Pokemon. You know, as their evolution, because 2 of them we've also evolved. The rest we've never gotten, so I can't wait to get these Pokemon. Hope you all enjoyed. Tell me your top 2 or 3 favorite shinies in the comments below. It'd be very cool to hear your favorite shinies. And until next time, guys, later.